Welcome back to Valorant at Midnight. Now let's jump straight into it. You've already heard about Valorant and you've seen it establish itself as the new kid on the block. You saw it hit 1.7 million viewers on Twitch in its first week of the beta. You've read all the articles online, but let all of that fade away and let me explain to you why you should be playing Valorant over all the other shooters on the market. Valorant takes the CSGO formula and updates it with supernatural abilities, making it fun, rewarding, competitive, free to play with a plethora of customization which we all like, promises a lack of cheaters, high-tick servers, couple that with tight gunplay, strategies and the ability to outplay your enemies, a ranking and social system. Valorant definitely has a lot going for it. On launch, Valorant will have 11 agents, with the 11th just being recently announced as Via, a vampiric hybrid. 5 of these agents will be unlocked at the beginning, with 2 more unlocked through very fast level ups. The remaining 4 must be grinded, or you can purchase them in the cash shop. Regardless, with 11 agents, that introduces a variety of ways to play, a lot of different strategies, and more than enough waifus to keep everybody happy, including one who likes asphyxiation play. Valorant has a lot of support behind it, especially with Riot Games, the producer and publisher. They show every intention to push Valorant as far as it can go. This is extremely exciting, as they are a big company with cemented reputation and history behind them. This should encourage the competition to get better, evolve their games, and this ultimately is the best case scenario for us gamers. For all of you competitive gamers, Valorant definitely wants to embrace the esports and competitive scene. With the G2 tournament being held on the last few days of the beta and a new Twitch Summer Game Fest being held literally days after launch, we will never be lacking of content. Valorant's initial promotion and marketing were exceptionally good. With the combination of Twitch and beta drops, they burst onto the scene with 1.7 million viewers of the first week of the beta. Hopefully this is indicative of Riot's plans to continue for future content which is community driven and has engaging ways to interact with battle passes, seasons and so on. Now we know everybody likes their in-game cosmetics, and it seems that Valorant has developed on that too. Not only can you buy skins, you can upgrade them with color changes, reload animations and last kill of the round animations as well, which look very cool. I am all for cosmetics as long as there are no gameplay advantages that distract from the game. Onto the more technical aspects of Valorant, which I'll try to keep generally short as I know not everybody's interested. What should interest you, however, is the Valorant 128 tick service. But why is this important? With increased tick rates, you can increase the amount of information that can be exchanged between both yourself and the servers. This will go a long way in decreasing the amount of no registration shots that can occasionally plague online competitive shooters. But now let's couple this with Riot Direct, which is Riot's own ISP, which is very dynamic and can spring up anywhere across the world wherever their players need it. This can reduce peak advantage, which is huge for online shooters. And alongside their global data centers, which aim for less than 35 ping for each player, this will increase the responsiveness and feedback for the game. Finally, we'll discuss the AntiCheat Vanguard. This has been a hot topic over the past few weeks, as initially it blocked otherwise vulnerable applications and necessary drivers. Thankfully, Riot have improved and addressed the community's concerns, and within the beta alone it has caught more than 1,600 cheaters. With a market that is saturated with shooters, Valorant should definitely have your attention. Is it ready for launch so soon after its beta? I don't know, but I wholeheartedly believe Riot can pull this off. It promises to be better than its competitors and has so far done a good job of displaying that. It has tight gameplay and it definitely intrigues the competitive spirit within me. Even if you don't like it or you don't think it's your type of game, don't worry, I only played CSGO for about 3 hours, but I ended up loving Valorant. You lose nothing by playing it as it's free. If I've managed to convince you, please watch my first video, which is top 7 tips for beginners to get better at Valorant. Valorant launches June 2nd worldwide and I hope to see you in-game. If you liked what you saw today and I managed to convince you to try out Valorant, please like and subscribe and I'll see you in my next video.